fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
On the double. Greystone, Travis.
Hey, watch it.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Keep it up. Switch. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put him in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Check four. Check.
Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Topper. Go out.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Big grip.
A give running right is Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That second down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
You ready?
54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Switch up, switch up. That's all right.
Protein spill.
That's all right.
Hey, Haywood. Fight.
On 1st and 10, Win. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
You draw quarters.
You don't want it. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Yes.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Check hot route. Hot.
61, matchbox lights.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
On the set.
52, Mike 52. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 52.
Go.
Check 52 to Mike. It's out.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Win. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the field goal, that cuts the lead in half as they, too, were able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them, and they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Switch. Jim.
Move.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Ready?
They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Hey, exit.
Wild Bill. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Keep grip.
On third down, McCain, and that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. 10-2 start.
Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hey. High 7. Go.
54. I smell fear in that offense.
5.
Looking to throw on second down. Win. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Yep.
52. It's coming this way. Here we go.
Off play action. Win. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
X3, 218, chopper.
52's the mic.
Bravo.
52's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Where's 52? Watch 52.
Now.
52's the mic. Watch the screen.
Shoot.
On first down. Win. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, watch the lane.
Say go.
Back to throw. Win. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Snap.
Off the play fake. Win. This is the tight end, Njoku. That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Bang, bang. Slam.
Get it.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
5. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. McCain got an open man. It's Ratley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We ain't giving them nothing today.
Operating from the gun. McCain. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey!
You ain't doing nothing today.
Right here.
Hey, orbit.
51. I got one.
From the gun, McCain, and he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying...
Dashing through the snow! And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun. Win. That'll be caught by Cup. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 2nd and 6. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Brings up 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch the road.
Yes.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
Now.
From the gun. Win. And this is caught by Watkins. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Win. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Win. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check, Mike. Hey.
54. Here we go.
Hey. Ready.
Off play action. Win. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Greystone, travel.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Check. Deuce.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, Wahoo.
51, Mike, 51. Watch the slip.
2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Go.
51 to Mike. 50.
Go.
It's our time.
5.
From the gun, McCain. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
You got nothing. Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54.
Back to throw. Win. And this is caught by Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 50.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey. Back.
Yep. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Win. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Look at me. Zipper.
Second and 13. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Undercrush.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Check 55, Mike.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Go.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. 54.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Mike's
Hey.
Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Here we go, G.
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
I'm coming for you. You might.
Hey, Hayward. Go.
Mike 54. Who that?
Shoot.
From the gun, Wynn. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Throwing on first down. Wynn. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Wynn. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Miles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Come on, baby.
Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Wynn got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Topper! Hey, Foxtrot!
Defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got?
54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Yo, go!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On fourth down, Wynn. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Blue jaw, Corker.
Check 26. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And the Browns first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it.
Rush in. Check. Crunch.
Slam.
A toss play to Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
On the ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Heavy on the edges.
61, matchbox, light.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twins.
5.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, McCain. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Once more, here's Eckler. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel.
Gone. Now.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Off the draw, here's Michel. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Win. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Big grip.
On 4th down. Win. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Wall, get wall. He's coming. We got double up.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And again, it's Chubb. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, watch it.
Check 13. Check 13. Switch. Check 52.
Check safety. Big ass.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
Check right. Watch 85.
On 1st and 10, McCain. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he's got some space here. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All day, just like that. Just like that. 58 to Mike.
5. Yes.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Get ready.
They'll look to throw. Boy, stays up, shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
30 base.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Look, squeeze. Deep grip.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Steelers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right